back to Booze Reviews in Black and White. I'm D'Amico. Bane is here, and as you can see, we have a lovely guest. Tell me your name, dear.
I'm Brittany.
Yay! Okay. I'm kind of excited because we're actually going to be covering one of Brittany's favorite subjects, bourbon. Bourbon, by law, has to be a minimum of 51% corn, aged no less than 2 years, and new oak barrels. In the past, it was originally supposed to only be from Bourbon County, Kentucky. Later on, expanded to the entire state of Kentucky, and now it can be made anywhere in the United States of America. Have you ever been to Bourbon County?
I've been to Bourbon County.
Tell us some stories.
Oh my goodness
Okay, maybe
gracious.
just one. Just one.
I am really looking forward to what we're tasting today because it's going to give us a full spectrum of what there is to try out there.
Awesome.
All right, I guess I'll get us started with Four Roses. This is coming from Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, Four Roses Distillery. This is actually going to be bourbon that's going to be made for mixing, so don't get too excited about it. But like she said, we're doing the whole spectrum. So hopefully, let's start with our expectations low, and then we'll move up from there. Other line of products that this Four Roses actually contains, you got a limited edition, a single barrel, and a small batch, along with the yellow that is what we're tasting today. Yeah. Let's dive into it.
With your beers, wines, I know most people know it's okay to sniff them. It's also okay to sniff your spirits. Only thing is, you're not going to stick your nose in the bottom of the glass. Otherwise, you're going to clean out your nasal passages because that alcohol is actually evaporating in the glass and it burns. What I typically do, leave my mouth open a little bit, kind of hold my nose just above the glass, give it a little bit of swirl, and you start to get the essence of the spirit that you're smelling. So, in particular for this bourbon, sweet.
Getting like an apple.
Sure. Little caramel, little straw.
I get the straw, a little bit of alcohol.
A little vanilla, like
it is
sugary vanilla.
It's a lot better nose than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Good job, Four Roses. All right, let me try this. Very light bodied. A little bit of fruit, but not much.
Little alcohol sting, a little spice, but good. Good overall, low end bourbon for me. I mean, that's what I'm.
This isn't something you'd have on the rocks, chilled by itself. It does have a little bite, a little sting. It doesn't have a smoother finish. But I do think it's good. Ladies, this bourbon was named after a Southern belle that caught a fella's heart.
Oh.
He named his distillery after her, actually after the corsage she wore in order to answer affirmatively to his proposal at a ball. So, little romance going on. I can taste the romance.
Only Brittany would get on here and start talking about.
Oh, you can taste
romance.
You can taste it.
Man.
Well, fellas, she said yes.
It's still a bourbon show, people.
You just took out half her demographic, so.
I'm sorry. What would you mix in bourbon?
Ginger ale all the time. I like an old-fashioned ginger ale made by a bartender.
Ooh, stop
that.
A
good bartender knows how to make ginger ale.
So all you bartenders out there, we're on to you. You don't know how to make ginger ale.
It's good with some kind of maraschino cherry mixes sometimes. I think. What do you think? What would you mix?
I don't mix bourbon too much. I do the cola once in a while, but I always try to go straight. And if I can't handle it straight, I do the rocks. Just like any red-blooded American, I guess.
All right, I got a quick question, a little side question for you Kentucky folk out there dealing with the Kentucky Derby, you know, the whole mint julep thing.
Oh yeah, the mint julep.
What is there a standard bourbon that you guys are using for mint juleps, or leave a comment, let us know. I'd love to know that actually. I'm wondering if you'd use something like a Four Roses or something higher end, whatever.
We like to wear our hats. We like to do the whole thing.
Don't get me started on the hats.
In Minnesota as well. I definitely can taste kind of just a raw finish on it.
Oh, for
I
sure.
think that's
it's
pretty
very rough. Yeah.
prevalent. Yeah.
We're going to rate this now. Like we've been doing with beer, we have a 10-point scale. But with wine and spirits, we're actually going to move to a 100-point scale. So, Tamiko, start us out. What do you
I'm going
rate
to give
one?
this Four Roses, I'll give it a 74.
Okay. Wow. It's pretty good. Brittany.
It's a sweetheart. It's a sweetheart. I'm going to say 80.
80. Wow. Okay.
Yes, what about
romantic.
you?
I am going to sit a little bit lower than Tamiko at about 73. I like it, but since I drink things straight, probably wouldn't be a product for me. So, all right.
What we got next? Jefferson here.
Jefferson.
We got the Jefferson VSB. This is not the presidential, I believe it's called Select, and it's not the Reserve. This is their VSB, very small batch, 41.3% alcohol. Let me check my notes to double check. Yes. This is a smoother beast, so if Brittany would please do the honors. Another Kentucky straight bourbon, just like the Four Roses. I think it's a little higher quality. Definitely the price point is different.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's good.
Can you see a difference in the color?
Oh, for sure.
When when it's poured?
You know, one thing I need to check out is the Four Roses have caramel coloring. Are they? They're not allowed to add anything to bourbon,
They
are they?
should not legally
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
allow anything. To be a straight bourbon, it can't be colored at all.
Before we jump into this bourbon, funny story. Funny, not really a story. It's true.
Funny haha or funny hee hee?
I have no idea which.
Okay, whatever. Go ahead.
You know, like I said earlier, bourbon can only be aged in new oak barrels. So once that barrel has been used for a bourbon, they break it down, ship it overseas for Irish whiskeys and predominantly scotches. Big time scotches. Also, rum distillers will buy our barrels and use them too. So we can feel proud as Americans, if you're an American. No offense to anyone else that's out there in the World Wide Web doing their thing. We got a little touch of America and almost everybody's little taste. So we got this going.
Completely different
Oh,
nose.
hell yeah.
Totally different nose.
You know, I'm wondering how much more oak aging is with the Jefferson than the Four Roses. I'm guessing, and I didn't do the research on this, probably about 2+ years.
Oh, this is definitely more than
Yeah,
than 2 years. This is
4 to 6.
probably 6 to 8 years.
6 to 8. Okay.
Easy.
'Cause, yeah, definitely a little bit more oak on the nose. It's a little bit subtler as far as fruits, things like that I actually got on the Four Roses that I'm getting on the Jefferson, but definitely some nice oak on the nose.
This is very clean. That front end, little fruit, but more almost nutty, almond, pecan.
I think originally I smelled a lot of vanilla.
Sure.
Really strong vanilla, and then the taste is different, and that's what's so fun about this bourbon. You can really play it up with different flavors and textures and things like that. I really enjoy like the nutty aftertaste that I feel like I'm getting.
I agree. Sure.
I think that's delicious.
Yeah, I'm totally getting the
Very well
nuttiness
said,
out of it.
Brittany. Very well said.
Totally getting the nuttiness out of this. Wonderfully smooth. It's got a little bite here and there, but otherwise, I mean, I really enjoy this.
So slightly higher alcohol than the Four Roses too.
Four Roses, I don't think I mentioned, was about 40%. So
Yeah.
just a minimal percentage point there.
But you can tell with the blend, the blender for this knew what they were doing.
Right.
You got a lot of burn on the Four Roses.
Definitely.
And if this has slightly more alcohol with less of that heat, done a good job.
Would you mix this? Would you prefer to drink this straight over the Four Roses?
I would drink this straight.
Now, when you say straight, are you thinking neat or on the rocks or with water?
I would drink this neat.
Okay.
And I would mix it with ice too.
Sure.
I would do that.
Sure.
And give me crap about it. I don't care. But yeah, definitely. I mean, if I stepped up to the reserve,
sure,
probably wouldn't. But with this one, I could probably put it on the rocks.
All right.
All right. What are we rating this?
What do you think?
Deep thought.
We're getting
I'm
wise
gonna
over
rate
here.
this one an 86. Jefferson's bourbon, very small batch. I'm gonna rate this an 86.
Okay.
All right, Bane.
I'm not gonna go as high as you on this this time, but definitely in the 80s, probably an 83. Brittany, what are you thinking?
I have been lucky enough to travel all over Kentucky and try every kind of bourbon they ever made. Very lucky to visit different distilleries and enjoy different bourbons and different masters, different tastes. So I think that the Jefferson I would probably rate maybe 87, I would say. Probably the highest out of these two fellas, but I do know that there's a lot out there to try.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
And we plan on tackling.
Yes.
Definitely.
Just saying.
Yeah, but definitely I think it's a really good opportunity to try all the different kinds that are out there, the different varieties. Go to Yellow Label, try Jefferson's, get a good idea for what bourbons are, and don't be scared of the sting, because it's a good thing.
Yeah, it's made. You're getting the sting out of the Four Roses. It's made for mixing. Mix it up. Definitely, that's what it's for. Before we go, we're gonna do a question of the day. Who's covering that today? Is that on me?
That could be
That's
on
on
me.
me. Okay, I want to know about price points. I'm interested to know at what price point will you stop mixing? Stop with the ice. Stop with the cola. Stop with all the other little tonics and stuff like that. What price point do you stop mixing? Definitely leave some comments. Let us know. We're going to actually start doing some mixings and so forth. Hope to have some bartenders in here too.
Yeah,
maybe doing some stuff for us.
Get some
and
mixologists.
cooking, stuff like that. But all in the future, we're going to have that for you. Please comment. Please subscribe. Definitely.
Gotta give our shout out. As I botched this. He's gonna laugh. I gotta give a shout out to our man Scott Dominant, who's been commenting in our comment section. We did a wine one. Hopefully that one will be up soon. So
Are you satisfied?
for you.
All right, cheers.
Cheers, fellas.
Thank you, guys. Peace.
Peace.